I call it grip tight. Part 2, homie, we call it grip tight. Yes, indeed, this part 2, I call it grip tight. You know the sex was alright, I call it grip tight, grip tight, grip tight, I call it grip tight. You know the sex was alright, I call it grip tight. You know the sex was alright, and this is part 2. You know the sex was alright, I call it grip tight, grip tight, grip tight, grip, I call it grip tight. My drink is my appetite, smoking on the blunt, and my girl with her sex alright. I call it grip tight, I call it grip tight. She's the only one who can put me to sleep at night. I call her grip tight when I wake up in the morning. Just called her, she was just yawning. She said she's just about to jump in the shower. She hop inside her car cause she got that much power. She pulled up to me sipping some Gatorade. When she got to the house, she looked ready-made. When I say ready-made, she was ready to get in the bedroom for me, man. She was great. After we fucked, we sit down and eat lunch. We was eating steak and pasta. I don't think nobody else wanted to bother. After that, she was so good. It was 5 o'clock, she was still in the hood. Start licking that cat cause it was fine. After that, we started sipping at the table, sipping wine. I call it grip tight, call it grip tight. Hell yeah, you know the sex was alright. I call it grip tight, grip tight, grip tight. You know the sex was alright, we call it grip tight. You know the sex was alright, we call it grip tight. Call it grip tight, grip tight, grip tight. And call it grip tight. You know the sex was alright. When I told her to lay down on the bed, she just had her pussy sitting on top of the pillow on sight. The lips was really tight. I didn't even have to spread it apart. She got nice and wet from the start. After that, I put it in. It only go halfway in and out. You know what I'm saying, man? She made me nuts so many times. I fall asleep. I thought I was blind. She woke me up till she had something for me to see. She put on a real horror movie. It was in Street. It was based on a true story. I was asking her if she knew all about me. She said nah. And then she put on Mr. Rakeem based on a story of the Pharisee. You know the pussy was grip tight. Hell yeah, you know the pussy was grip tight. I call it grip tight. You know the sex was alright. I call it grip tight, grip tight, grip tight, grip tight. I call it grip tight. You know the sex was alright. I call it grip tight. You know the sex was alright. I call it grip tight. You know the sex was alright. I call it grip tight, grip tight, grip tight, grip tight, grip tight. You know the sex was alright. I call it grip tight. You know the sex was alright. I call it grip tight. You know the sex was alright. I call it grip tight, grip tight, grip tight, grip tight. You know what I mean? Shit, I always call it little grip tight come break me off, you know what I mean? Come smoke with me and shit. Cause you know when I'm already smoked out and dranked up, all it's gonna take is that nut. Put a nigga to sleep, you know what I mean? I call it grip tight, grip tight, grip tight.